Hello everyone, welcome to Distilling Insight YouTube channel. So today I will be taking us on the topic that is actually very important, a continuation of what we did in the last class, which is the or and not if and if or and if not functions. They are conditional, they are logical functions for the if statement. And you remember in the last class, you were taught the if and the nested if. Just a quick recap. This was something that was done in the last class. Look at the grading system at this side, the other grading system. This is just for a remark. Now look at the formula that was used. This is it. If you need to gather this knowledge, please go to the previous video that will appear at the end of this class. And this is the formula for the next one. This is the formula for the nested if, another nested if that was treated last class. So for today, just look at this table. Deleting I'll be deleting all of this in order for you to be able to see what we are talking about. So today, basically we're dealing with the and we'll be also treating real life scenarios and how to solve questions like this. So please go through with us. Now, this is just a data that involves students who have done mathematics and English. The overall score is 20, and now each of the students have the score. So what are the functions that we're going to be using to analyze this data? Is the AND function, the OR function, the NOT function, the if AND function, the if OR function, or the if NOT function. For the AND function, why is it necessary and what is it used for? It's used for making a conclusion that if the two parameters are true, if the two parameters are actually of the value we want, then it is true. If not, then it is false. So what we are saying is this: the AND function, when you have your hand here, you have the equality sign in the hand, and you open the bracket. So the logic 1 and the logic 2. The logic 1 is this. Then you separate the comma. And sorry, the logic 1 is that because you are saying the overall score is 20, so the average should be 10. So anybody that score above 10 should be a good mark, somewhat. I mean, either 10 or and above. That is why it is written B2 is greater than or equals to 10. Then the comma sign just to separate the first function, the first parameters, which is the first logical parameter from the second. So the second one is this. So it must also be greater than or equal to 10. Then you close the bracket. At this point, once you click the enter key, it shows it's true. So what are we saying here? We are saying that the mathematics and the English, the person passed the mathematics and the English. Is it true? Yes. Now for Emmanuel Abule Showu, this person, you can see that it shows false. I just clicked on that part. That's why it was highlighted. So now you see that Emmanuel is false because Emmanuel passed math and failed English. Now for the second function, this is the whole. Now equality whole, then open bracket. So the first logic, you are saying, you remember, in probability, even in some other mathematical analysis or calculations, when you are talking about the whole, you're talking about even not just in mathematics, even in English, or is either. So we're saying here that either the parameter in A, the student passed one of the subject, then it should be true. When the student fail both, then there may be a challenge which will be false. But if the student pass either, then it is going to be true. So for this, we're going to be saying the first logical statement that we are picking is greater than equal to, that's 10, because we're also using 10 as a minimum, as the average value. Then for the second, we're having this greater than equal to 10. Then you close the bracket, then you press your enter key, and with this you have all to be true, meaning each of the students, at least everybody pass at least one of the subjects. Everybody pass at least mathematics and English. That's why it's released, or it gives us the function, the output true. Now in this case, not is just the reverse of what is true. So not can also be used. Let's assume that we just want to get that what are the figures of those that did not pass, or that did not pass mathematics, so we are saying equality sign, the not. Now those that did not pass mathematics, so we are going to be using this function. The not is going to be relating with one of the subjects, not pass mathematics. So as a result, if you are talking about those that did not pass mathematics, it means those that did not score greater than 10. That's just it, because if they did not pass mathematics, they did not score greater than or equal to 10. They must score below 10. So this, then it means this person passed mathematics. That's why it's bringing out false. This person passed mathematics. The people that fail mathematics, for example, are Uluwakiton Shola, failed mathematics. This other person failed mathematics. Funto Ogunsheye failed mathematics. Margaret Simbi failed mathematics. So those are the people that failed mathematics. Now, when we spoke about next if and the nested if in the last class, you realize that we're using them in order for the grading system. It's based on condition. If this is true, then this should happen. So we want to incorporate the if and the and. We can now see that if these two parameters are okay, then the person do this. So for the if and, it's just going to be the if and, then you open a bracket in order to impute the logic, just the way you have done for the first one, for this one. Meaning, if a student pass mathematics and English, the students have passed. And if the student fail mathematics and pass English, the person pass either of them, it means the students fail. So what we are saying is that the first logic we are saying is that if mathematics is greater than or equals to 10, then the English is greater than or equals to 10 as well. We need to now close this bracket, because this AND function is already stated here. The AND, you can see the way the AND was for under the AND. It means for this to be true, the AND will now say, then if it is true, let the value that will be released be pass, then comma. Then if it is false, if they did not pass the 2, then fail, then you close the bracket. So look at the function very well. You can pause the video, strain your eyes on it, understand the dynamics of the way it is being done, then press the enter key, and you see that now it releases it as pass, meaning if the student pass both math and English, then it is going to be pass. If the students fail either, the students have failed. There are some school or there are some conditions whereby the students will be required that math and English are compulsory subjects. They must pass mathematics and English before every other subject can be given consideration to. Another instance, if the condition given is that the students should pass either of the subject, then what we are talking about here is that mathematics is going to be this is greater than or equal to 10. That's the first condition. And the second one, the English, is greater than or equal to 10. So we are talking about either here. Don't forget to put the comma in order to separate it from the value that will be released. Now, let's say if the person does that, partially pass should be released. And when the person pass either rather, then it should be partially pass. Once the person don't meet up with either of the two, then it is fail. So in this instance, you say that the if or shows that it is partially pass, which is similar to the or that we wrote. The only difference here is that you can see true, true, true. You can see partially pass here. So this true, true, true is showing that all students pass either. And this partially pass also shows that what we decide to put, I mean the output we condition the system to release for us is partially pass instead of the true and the false that was released with the or. Now for the if not, now you remember we said if the student did not pass mathematics, so we're also using the same function here. So if the student did not pass mathematics, that's the if not. Okay, so we are saying if the student did not pass mathematics, this is mathematics greater than or equals to 10, then comma after the logical statement. So the next thing is to tell if the student did not pass mathematics, then that's fail, right? Otherwise, then pass. So now look at this. It means the student pass mathematics. The student pass mathematics. The student pass mathematics. That's what this is showing to us, that the student pass mathematics. The student pass mathematics. So this is the outcome of that. So that is all we have for the and or not, if and if or if not. However, I want you to just have a reflection of what a real life data is. So this is the data that I've just prepared for us that you can practice with. So you can just pause the video, recreate this data on your Excel sheet and go through these classworks. Now you will appreciate everything that has been done more with this data. However, I also have a plan of showing you something in order to make this data to be more closer and better. If you consider the data that is here, by the time we'll be working on it, we'll be spreading out towards this direction, and it will become more and more. So let me just say for the question number 1, it says if an employee has met both sales target and whether the product stock exceed the minimum stock level, you should check if an employee has done the two. So what we are saying in essence there is that we have the sales target. This is the actual sales that each of the staff made. We also have the product stock, and this is the minimum stock level, and this is the product stock for each of them. This is the minimum stock level. Now what we are saying in essence is that they are telling us to get if the staff has met both their sales target and whether the product stock exceed the minimum stock level. All you need to do there is, let's say we are labeling this sales target and product stock. stock level. So you can see this. Look at the way this thing is. By the time you double click on this, it's widening the gap, and it is not going to be looking fine like that. Why? Because it's going to be elongating our Excel sheet. You won't be able to see it at a glance. So in order to eliminate this, I'll be doing something. And what I'll be doing here is that I'll be changing this heading to wrap cell in order for me to manage that space and to make it look better in terms of the way my cell will look. So you can see that everything is mobile up. So I'll just use this. That's the wrap cell. The wrap cell. That's what I just did. Let me undo and let me do it all over again. So this is just the wrap cell. So you can see that it's better now. It's better compared to the way it was before. And even with this, you can easily close the gap and manage your space, and it's give you the data at a glance, and you're fine. You're okay. So now for the sales and product stock, we have equality sign, the and function. Then we are saying the actual sales is greater than or equal to the sales target, comma, the product stock is greater than or equal to the minimum stock level. And you enter. So it means this person did not meet the two. That's just it. But this persons, Michael and Lisa, met with the two. Their product stock were not below the minimum stock level, and they met their target. Now, however, for others is not the same. The next question is check if an employee has met either sales target or product stock needs replenishing. So if the product stock needs replenishing or the person has met either sales target. So at this point, we're having either sales. I'm intentionally using the capitalized first letter because of managing the space and making it look fine. So I will change this also. However, let's move on. Either sales or product stock replenishment need. You can see this. The reason that happened is because we wrapped the cell. So yeah. So with this, I can just use the or. So the actual sales is it greater than or equals to this, or this is greater than or equals to this. So true for all of them. Now the first one says flag employee who did not meet their sales target. So the sales target defaulters, then that is the equality sign, not the not. Those that did not meet their sales target, this is the target greater than or equal to this. So it's evident that employee that did not meet their sales target is the people whose actual sales is not equal nor greater than the target. So that's why it is this. So the employee that did not meet their sales target are John and David. They are the two people that didn't meet their sales target. It means Sarah, Michael, Lisa met their sales target. Now, for the fourth question, it says, check if an employee has met both their sales target and whether the product stock exceeds the minimum stock level. Now, what they are saying in essence is that if both conditions are met, the formula should return bonus. And if otherwise, it should return no bonus. So what we are saying in essence is that bonus eligibility or bonus validity. So we are saying equality sign. If the two conditions are met, meaning if the actual sales is greater than or equal to the target and the product stock is greater than or equal to the minimum stock level, then the bonus validity should be paid to the staff. Then if not, no bonus. Then you close the bracket. So for the first person, John, the person does not have access to bonus. The only people that have access to bonus are Michael and Lisa. Michael and Lisa have access to bonus. Now, the fifth question says, check if an employee should receive a warning if either did not meet both their sales target or product stock is below the minimum stock level. If either condition is true, the formula should return. This should be should. The formula should return warning, otherwise no warning. So warning checks. So we are saying if either conditions are met, what we are saying in essence is that if the actual sales is greater than or equal to the sales target, or the product stock is greater than or equal to the minimum stock level, close that, comma, then they said if either condition is true, formula should return warning, then warning, comma, and if both of them are false, okay, didn't meet up, sorry, they said check if an employee should receive a warning if they either didn't meet up both their sales target or product. It means if it is lesser than, it's not going to be. So if they didn't meet up, it's going to be lesser than. So if this is less than this, if the actual sales is less than the sales target, that's when they didn't meet up. And now, if the products with the sales target or the product stock is below the minimum stock level. So the product stock here, if it's below the minimum stock level, meaning if the product stock is less than the minimum stock level, then the person should receive a warning. And if not, then no warning. So you can see the reason you need to be very conscious of what to use. Then warning for this person. Why is this person going to receive warning? Not because the product stock is not greater, but because the sales the person made, John, is less than the sales target. Now, why is these two persons not receiving warning? Because they are still the one that will get bonus. So those people that are getting bonus are not going to be warned. Those people that are not getting bonus are going to receive warning. Now, the last one, which is, it says check if an employee met their sales target and flag those who does not meet their sales target for additional training. So it means obviously they have been trained before, and if the training materialize, they are expecting their sales targets to be met. Now, training needs, or let's say additional training. So we want to check for those that will need additional training. So we are saying those that did not meet their sales targets, which is if so person did not meet their sales targets, meaning if the actual sales is less than the sales target, then you should return training. Now, if not, no training. Then you close the bracket. If the actual sales is not equal to or greater than the sales target, then the person needs more training. So these are the way it is done. You just need to realize that each of these needs a logical reasoning, a depth of thought around it in order for you to be able to arrive at your answer. So we'd like you to share your experience. How was the training session? How was the classwork? Thank you for listening. Please bear in mind that the next class will be featuring the sum if, count if, and the average if function. Real life scenarios will also be made provided. We look forward to you coming back to learn more from us. And from Distilling Insight, the entire team says thank you. And remember to subscribe, like, share with your loved ones. Let us keep learning. The world is a continuous place of learning. And take care and bye-bye.